Jimmy, if you wouldn't mind killing me, please.
By the way, Chad, if you're not sitting down, now's a good time. Sit down. If you're in a car, buckle up. If you can just find a seatbelt anywhere, just, yeah, give it.
Just not execute me.
Right.
Okay, so now, oh no, I died. What's happening?
Oh no.
Oops.
Oh,
I
man.
respawn. So this is what the first feat does, right? So whenever you die and you're not executed, or you don't die from like traps or get ledged or whatever, you get back up in spirit form. You can run around the map, go anywhere you want, and respawn wherever you'd like, as long as you're not too close to enemies or allies, or in ladders. You can run around, you can go up ladders if you'd like. Let me just go here, right? You go up a ladder.
You're faster.
You're also faster, yeah, that's true. You're actually running faster, so there's a bit of animation there. I can go here. Oh, okay. It looks good here. Respawn here. Right? Backcapping, super crazy, super, super dangerous. Really, really cool stuff. So the first feat really is about repositioning. We'll do it again just to make sure that there's a couple of more things to talk about. But essentially, it's around the concept of life and death, especially for these warriors, is whenever you end up perishing and dying, you get back up and you can position yourself. So you can kill me again if you'd like.
I've never
just if you want.
If you want, you know, otherwise you don't have to. But yeah. So another thing that's important to see here is that the feat always activates. There is no cooldown to it. So every time you die on the battlefield and you're not executed, like I said again, you can. This always happens. When you get back up, your health is really low, and it slowly goes back up.
Yeah, you can see it
regenerating slowly over time. So we really want to do this for balancing purposes, so that we had some tests that we did, and we had versions where you were at full health when you got back up.
Oh, I remember those days.
Yeah. Right?
Remember those days.
Started like at halfway and it goes up. You can see it's rather slow right now, and that's really on purpose, because we don't want you to be able to just, you know, you die in front of somebody and you get right back up, full health. They're not healed up. You know, you're just gonna destroy them. You go through the blender, surprise, you know.
So it takes about 30 seconds to get full health, but that's a lot of time, though. I mean,
a minute to choose to respawn. If you're too close to enemies against you, you can't respawn here. If the timer expires, you respawn back at your home point. So you really have to.
Yeah, it is good,
and it's
but
super good. So, right? So if
I feel like people are gonna think it's like overpowered, but I don't think it will be.
Maybe spawn. You see
it's a lot of time.
I'm gonna go help my ally. You go respawn a little bit out of it. Go into this. Help out your opponent. Help out your ally rather. So it's pretty cool, right? There's a lot of good stuff there that works really well.
I think it's also important to mention there that even though you're seeing JC's perspective here and you get the cool silhouette as you're running around in that form, your opponents cannot see you.
Yeah, right. Like if you wanna, like you can do it again. Well, actually, I'll
please kill me.
It's a brutal stream today, guys.
Fun fact about this feat: we had a lot of realization ideas for the feat 1 revive animations. They turned out to be way too long, so it was very ethereal. The actors were moving around and being revived, but for the sake of gameplay, we had to cut a lot of those animations out.
So right now, Jimmy's somewhere. I have no idea where
he's somewhere.
Oh, you can't see him? Yeah, that's funny.
He might respawn in my face. He might respawn at my home point. He might respawn at my opponent's point. I have no idea. I do not know where he's going to respawn. And then I'm like, where is he? Where is he?
He's
oh no, he's there. He's capping, right? So that's kind of like a big part of this feat that's super interesting there.
Oh man.
It's very, very unique, very different. We've never even tried to mess with this.
Yeah.
I know
I like it. I see the good side and the bad side.
To look at doing stuff when and moving around when you're dead and see how that goes. They didn't like us, but in the end they did an amazing job.
Yeah,
we worked together, so it was great. Okay, so let's go to the other two feats because we don't have infinite time here. So the second feat is kind of like Aztec Killer Deterrent. Right, so
I like it. I like
to put it right.
I think we should change the name.
Right? Yeah. So what it does is when you actually kill an Ocelotl, here. So you see on top of my head, I have a little marker, and I also have a buff and a debuff. The buff is for the third feat, but the debuff is on me. So essentially, when you kill an Ocelotl, you get revealed on the map, and you get a defense debuff for I think it's 15 seconds. So it's not really necessarily like a buff for your opponent that they're going to be able to see you, the one you killed specifically, but it's also to kind of like deter people from focusing on this hero too much.
Right.
Because if you end up killing Ocelotl in a group fight, you're probably gonna die afterwards. Right? You get a significant
Only him though,
debuff.
not
gotta be
just
scared of that
anyone
bit.
else.
So that's kind of interesting here. We really want to make sure that, like, again, the feats play with life and death, and what happens when
Watch
you
him have
kill
Throne
an
come back
Ocelotl,
though.
and what happens when you get killed as an Ocelotl.
Nice, nice.
And so the next one, when I kill any hero.
Okay, there we go.
So third feat activates. So the third feat is whenever you kill an enemy, execution, whatever, you gain a speed increase and an attack buff. So again, it's like really, really strong. You get into a group fight, you kill somebody, it's gonna be easier to kill other people in that group fight.
Nice.
So again, with that life and death stuff, you manage to kill your prey, you get pumped up, you go, yeah, all right, cool, I'm gonna be able to do more stuff, and you kill more people. So that's really, really good. Again, short cooldowns on those are passive. They pretty much trigger every single time you either die or you kill somebody. So that works really, really well.
Nice.
And then last but not least is Feat 4. So for Feat 4, we're trying to do something a little bit different here. Vanessa, when we started working on this hero, the legendary Vanessa,
The legend. The
really,
legend.
really, really wanted to go, you know what, we have like this big spear. I want to throw it. Bring people back to me, right?
Sure, yeah.
So what do we do here? We throw the spear, get the opponent back to you. And
What?
Then get into a guard break.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
He's gonna perish, unfortunately, but it's gonna be okay.
Due to the other fact
So
of that.
what happens is when you throw that spear, the cooldown also we're on like super fast feet, so don't worry about it. The
Yeah.
cooldown, this is not the actual.
It's okay,
cooldown.
chat. It's okay.
Okay, right?
That's
so what ends up
crazy.
happening is
That's
that
like
you throw the
Scorpion.
spear, when it connects, it deals a little bit of direct damage,
Bleed.
a significant amount of bleed damage.
And then you get a free
Pull an opponent
GB.
towards you, and then you get into a guard break position, which means you can throw somebody, or you get
You can
another
heavy.
free heavy afterwards. when
But it's
I
a
say
single
throw
target,
somebody,
so.
you know, you can kind of. Oh no, there's a ledge
But
here. What's gonna
where
happen?
can you
You're gonna
throw
see-
somebody?
You're gonna see where the
He's
feet
gonna
back
die again.
Cool down.
Anticipation.
He's not gonna die before I throw him, I think. So
Okay.
let's do this, and then. Oops, there's a ledge. Oops.
Yeah.
So close there, right?
So close.
We missed
works. Trust me, it works. Not every single time, but it works. So you have to be careful. You
That's
have to be really
fine.
close to the ledges. But that's the type of thing you can expect, right? So you can use it to do a lot of different things.
I wonder how what
If
the range
there's,
is.
Any obstacles between you and the target you're pulling.
Yeah.
Like once you've hit them, if you pull them towards you, they're gonna get stopped. So you can't just like pull somebody through allies or enemies or whatever. So you still have to be careful when you use it.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. It's a projectile. So again, in group fights, you know, you're external. You throw it, pull your opponent towards you,
Yeah.
get a heavy. Your allies get a heavy off of them as well. All sorts of good stuff. So it's a super. It's a very, very good fight, honestly.
And was that tough to do for y'all? Like kind of like you forcing them and dragging and like.
Right,
Was
well-
was that a little tough?
That feat wasn't an easy feat.
Right? Yeah.
So
We're a club. Jump to opponent.
That's sick. Oh my
So-
gosh.
Get them off. Pretty brutal. You know, looks pretty cool. Respawn. Okay, so let's do this again. We're gonna go through all four of them. So
Just never stop pressing buttons. That's the goal. All right, then here you go.
like this one, I love this one. It's like so.
the Daniel special.
Right. So clearly, right now we're on stream, so we
Cannot
skip
show
the blood
the-
and stuff. We don't show the blood, but it's quite
When
bloody.
you see it in game, it's
Yeah,
gruesome.
It's something.
quite bloody. So again, for the third one. So a bit faster execution, right? Works quite well. And then
Yeah, that'll probably
finally,
be like the quick. Yeah,
last but not least.
quickest. But they always outdo themselves with it with these exes. Here's the last one.
Alright. There we go. So that's the fourth execution here.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right on the screen, right?
That's my personal
So
favorite.
that's what we did at mocap, right? We had one guy like, you know, jump like that and fall